Big victory for security forces. A terrorist was killed in an encounter with security forces in Jammu Kashmir's Rajouri district. The army and police launched a cordon and search operation in Kalakot belt of the district following specific information about the presence of some terrorists there. Here is a report.
At a time while world is fighting with COVID-19, Pakistan is pushing in terrorists into this side of the border. Right now we are here in Kalakot area. You can see cordon and search operation is continuing. It was yesterday evening when operation started in this area. Moment they got information about presence of terrorists in this forest belt. While the cordon was being laid, that was the time when ensuing gun battle between terrorists and security force personnel started. One terrorist has already been eliminated, and right now three-pronged operation has been launched in this forest belt. You can see there is a dense forest cover, rugged terrain, so the challenges are there. They are trying to ensure that there is no more terrorists hold up in this area. This terrorist who has been killed by security forces seems to have infiltrated in this side of the border. He was carrying with him large quantities of arms and ammunition. Besides, this material made in Pakistan has been recovered from him. But Pakistan will keep on denying the fact that they are pushing in terrorists into this side of the border. During the last few days, we have seen that several ceasefire violations had been from in Mainder, Poonch and Nowshera sector. Under the garb of shelling, they had been trying to push in terrorists into this side of the border. So far, they haven't succeeded because Indian troops too had been giving them befitting reply to silence Pakistani guns, because troops very well understand their modus operandi. You can see right now the troops are deployed at several points. They have already laid ambush. They are trying to ensure that each and every terrorist who had fanned over to this area are flushed out. Operation is continuing. It's more than 12 hours. Cordon and search operation is going on here in Kalakot belt. There are inputs that Pakistan is trying to revive terror-related activities in border belt of Poonch and Rajouri. It is with this intention that they are trying to push in terrorists. Earlier they were focusing only on Kishtwar and Dutta area. Now they are trying to shift their focus here in this border belt too. So far they haven't succeeded. But yes, it's really unfortunate at a time when they should have been focusing on COVID-19, they are trying to keep pot of terrorism boiling here in Jammu and Kashmir. This is for the world community to see what this rogue nation is trying to do. They want to spill blood of common Kashmiris. We saw that just few days back they tried to have rerun of Pulwama bombing that was thwarted by security forces when one of the terrorists had fabricated IED, but that car was timely intercepted and finally detonated. So Pakistan is trying to infiltrate more and more terrorists. They want to sabotage peace in this region, and right now we are here in forest belt of Kalakot, where yesterday evening one terrorist was eliminated. His identity is yet to be ascertained, and operation is going on. Ambush has been laid and troops, you can see, are deployed at different points. It's really a challenging task to flush out terrorists in this area. They are not sure how many terrorists are still holed up in this area, but they are not taking any chance. It is with this intention that they have launched three-pronged operation in this Kalakot belt, and operation is still continuing. Yesterday evening, few hundred meters away from this house, encounter took place in which one terrorist was eliminated and large quantities of arms and ammunition were recovered from slain ultra. Let's speak to family members and find out what they really saw. कितने बजे ये फायरिंग शुरू हुई थी?
सर ये फायरिंग ठीक शाम के 6:45 बजे के करीब शुरू हुई है, तो उसके बाद आधा पौना घंटा लगातार चलती रही है फायरिंग. उसकी वजह से हम बहुत डरे हुए हैं, रात भर सोए नहीं हैं, तो रात भर अपने अपने दरवाजे घरों के बंद करके अंदर ही रहे हैं. बहुत डरे हुए हैं, पूरी रात सोए नहीं हैं सर.
They're saying that for whole night they were not able to sleep and they had to keep their doors shut, because that was in fact instructions given to them by security forces. Because normally what happens whenever the terrorists come out to any village, they look for hideout. So they try to break cordon and flee towards houses nearby. That is one of the reasons that security forces have instructed them not to open door to anyone. So they say that they had a sleepless night. It was after a long time when some terror activity has been seen in Kalakot area. काफी सालों बाद ये कालाकोट में ऐसा देखा गया.
हाँ, मैंने पहली बार ही देखा है.
पहली बार आपने यहाँ देखा है?
पहली बार देखा हूँ.
ये आपने कितने सालों बाद ऐसा देखा? ये
मैं 32 साल हुई है मेरी शादी हुई है, 32 साल बाद देखा आज ही.
They say that normally there had been no terror-related activities. In fact, after a long time, terrorists have made their presence felt here in Kalakot belt. That clearly indicates that Pakistan is trying to revive terror-related activities in Jammu region. And it is with this intention they are trying to push in terrorists from different side of border. Either they are trying to push in terrorists from Maindar area or they are trying to push in terrorists from Nowshera sector. It is because of this reason that right now the search operation is going on. They are trying to flush out terrorists. They are trying to see that no more terrorists are holed up in that area. Though one terrorist has been eliminated, already search and cordon operation is going on. Many of villages are being searched. So people are quite terrified because they feel that if terrorism once again revives and spreads its tentacles in that area, this will become really difficult for them. So they are quite perturbed ever since they came to know about the presence of terrorists in this particular belt. But security forces have assured them that they will ensure that peace prevails in this area. They will ensure that whosoever is holed up in this area is eliminated at earliest.